Get the latest movie reviews, Hollywood news, and inside views. It's time for Behind the Screens with Lights, Camera, Jackson on 107.7 GNA.
We're with Lights, Camera, Jackson, of course, every Friday. He's our man, professional film critic. Let's start with the merger. What does this mean with Disney buying up everything now? What does this mean in terms
Fox,
of...
Yeah, it's crazy. Look, once again, The Simpsons predicted another cultural event would happen. 20 years ago, they put that Fox would now be a subsidiary of Disney, and here we are. Disney wanted a way to capture the adults on streaming services. Yeah, they got Pixar and Disney Animation and Marvel Cinematic Universe and Lucasfilm movies like Star Wars, but they needed more, especially with streaming service opportunities. Fox hasn't had a huge opportunity to capture kids and families. So, in a way, this kind of makes sense. Fox has the adult-oriented content to give to Disney, from other superhero films to The Simpsons. This Is Us and Modern Family are actually Fox Television Studios produced shows. So they're part of this. Hulu is part of the deal. It's crazy, but Disney does not get Fox News, the Fox Broadcast Network itself, Fox Sports 1, and the physical 20th Century Fox movie lot, which I went to last year. They do not get that as part of this deal.
But what does this mean, though, for, like, our superheroes? I kind of think that, like, now people are excited because now, in theory, you've got Hulk and Spider-Man and Superman and everybody coming together, correct?
Well, yeah, people are worried about Deadpool especially because now Deadpool was a Fox Marvel movie now going under the Disney umbrella. So what does this mean? Is there going to be a tamer Deadpool 3 or even with elements of Deadpool 2 coming out soon? And I think Bob Iger said something to the effect yesterday of, look, if we have to make and release an R-rated film, we're going to do that and just give people enough notice on that.
All right, now let's do this. Let's talk movies, and we want to obviously spend the most time talking about Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We'll save the best for last. Tell us about Ferdinand, though, if you can, in 30 seconds or less.
It's a Blue Sky Studios animated film. They make the Ice Age movies. Blue Sky was actually part of the acquisition yesterday, too, and the Hollywood Reporter reports they are very nervous about what Disney could do to them. But for now, you got Ferdinand, nominated for 2 Golden Globes the other day, including Best Animated Film. It's about the iconic bull. John Cena voices him. Kate McKinnon is also part of the voice cast. It's the last major animated movie of the year, so it's got to make a lot of money for families over the holidays.
It's unfortunate, though, but I'm sure it's really, really good. But it's going up against an absolute, juggernaut, a historic
piece. To come
piece.
out on the same weekend?
It's almost not fair. Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and it's awesome, Jackson, because you saw it. You watched it last night.
I did. They think it made about $45 million last night. That is what the early estimates say, which would put it second behind The Force Awakens, which made $57 million on its Thursday night 2 years ago. So I saw it last night. It's the longest Star Wars ever at 2 hours and 32 minutes. It's an interesting film. I don't think it's a necessarily fun film. I liked Harrison Ford last time. He brought the fun with The Force Awakens. You don't get a lot of that here, but this is a Luke and Leia story. You're going to see a lot of Mark Hamill and a lot of the late Carrie Fisher, which I kind of like that nostalgia factor. But when it comes to the younger characters, one of my problems with sequels is that the writers think, let's separate the characters. That'll make things more interesting. No, it almost never works when you separate the dream team. So for me, it drags a little bit. There's only a couple of great surprises. But yeah, this movie's going to make at least $200 million this weekend.
Excellent. Let me ask you this: people, and your reviews are fantastic. And by the way, I don't see a lot of movies, but I do trust what you say 9 out of 10 times. The Star Wars films, for the most part, they're kind of review-proof, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, people will go whether or not critics love it or hate it. People will still go. This is one of those cases. But people online find it interesting to see the perspectives that people have taken. I know some other critics out there who saw the movie a little earlier than me. Diehard Star Wars fans say this is a good but not great Star Wars film because of several story issues. So I was kind of surprised to see that, wow, there are some diehard Star Wars people that really felt some of the negative effects of this movie. I got to say quickly, some of the Capital Region showings tonight and tomorrow are already sold out, and most of them last night were sold out. So go on Fandango or wherever you get movie tickets and check and see which time you want to see the movie, because, again, some shows today and tomorrow are already sold out.
Wow, it's incredible.
Great job, as always, Jackson. Enjoy your weekend. I heard that you're going to be spending your time on Sunday seeing Daddy's Home 2 for the 4th time because you just can't stomach watching the Eagles.
Mel Gibson, he's so good. No, Knicks game with the Thunder at the Garden on Saturday. That is going to be great. My Star Wars review is going to be up later today, and I'll have my Ferdinand review up tonight as well on Twitter at LCJ Reviews and lights-camera-jackson.com. May the Force be with all of you.
Have a great weekend.
With you. I know, I always want to say that.
We'll talk to you next week. All right, thank you, Jackson.
Thanks, Jackson.
Thanks.